Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we're going to give all glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles and the elders, like the great millstone who taught us His truth, and peace and salutations to the left being sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, with sincerity, truth, and with charity. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which the world ignorantly calls God. Ba'ashem means in the name of, and Yahushai is the true name of the Son, which the world ignorantly calls JC, or Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahushai in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Once again, Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. I'm their brother Barak. I'm here with,
Brother, what's up? Shalom.
and we're going to be doing this lesson about enter through the straight gate, right? Because this truth, the truth, right? It's a straight gate and it's a narrow way. And I have the book of Matthew 7 verse 13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which findeth unto life, and few that there be that find it." And yeah, man, so well, first of all, salvation is not for everybody. Right? There's gonna only be a few, out of all these people that are living right now, bro, the Lord has only He's only gonna save His elect. And when the Lord flooded the earth in the first death, He only saved 8 people, right? Noah and his family, right? And the rest of these people, of course, along with those animals, but in terms of people, he all these other people, they died. The second death is coming, where that flood is going to be with fire, right? It's not going to be with water anymore, right? And a lot of people are going to die. And I was talking to this one dude yesterday, and he was saying something about how, there's going to be there's a good thing, there's more souls going into the kingdom of heaven, which this dude was just bugged out. but I was thinking to myself, yeah, that's completely off, because the Lord's not dealing with all these people, bro.
I knew this one, punk ass my bitch that was in her bio on Instagram. She's like, make heaven crowded. Like, we're just gonna tally up a bunch of people, and then they're gonna be suddenly saved once they get dunked in that water and they call on that name. It doesn't work like that. I've been saved since I was 4.
I've been saved since 12 years old.
Since 12 years old. What are you saved from? You're still going around committing adultery. You're still going around being a wicked ass individual. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 8 and 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved. There's going to be a small number of people saved in the end, man.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I have a scripture just like that right after. But I was going to say something. Bear with me. I'm gonna line my video real quick. Yeah, but basically, I was gonna say basically, what basically, no, this truth is not for everybody. This truth is not for everybody, man. I had something I was gonna say, but I forgot it. But oh yeah, Salakia, in the scripture when they speak about enter through the straight gate, there's only a narrow way, and there's no other paths. You can't be calling on Serapis Christus, and then calling on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and then you watch Sad Guru, and then you also you're what's it called, you're also putting some time in watching spirituality. No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
this is a narrow path. And out of all these different things, these people, they don't realize they're skipping over the scriptures. Right, they're skipping over right here. Many few people will actually get access to these scriptures. Ultimately, the Lord has to give to them, right? Because faith is a gift, right? It's a free gift that only the Lord can give to you. Right? That's a narrow. Out of all the people on this earth, that's a very narrow number of people that the Lord is actually giving this truth to.
And there's a lot of individuals that be like, I believe in everything but nothing, or they'd be like, all roads lead to one way, and that's like complete, total, utter bullshit. It's just like goes to show you that our people, especially the nation of Israel, is completely blinded.
I was watching So okay, yeah, go ahead.
The scriptures say in the book of Romans 11:7, what then Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. We even go into Hosea, the 4th chapter, the beginning of that verse, it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So our people are completely bugged out through, different ideologies. We can name a few: Christianity, baptism, Roman Catholicism, especially predominantly in the Northern Kingdom, and all sorts of bugged out shit. And that just goes to show you, man, the gift that, we really have, those that are in the truth, those that understand this ministry, to have this truth. This is predestined from the Lord. The Lord, he already designed you at that appointed time to come and understand this truth. It wasn't coincidental. You just didn't stumble upon a rock, or just because you did a backflip, or you had some nice eyes that he just chose to give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He gives it to who he chooses to give it to. And that even means, somebody that doesn't appear to be blacker than black. The Lord has given his knowledge and understanding to our nation, only the Israelites, to those that are scattered amongst the heathen as well, that may appear and look as these other nations.
I was watching one of the brothers' camps yesterday, and apparently some guy walked past them and basically they said, yeah, we're all the sons of God.
Yeah, no.
Which no, Esau is not the sons of God. The sons of God are the Israelites, man, right? And our people have been scattered among the heathen, right? But these people, they got it confused, man. This is not for everybody. I have something.
Go ahead.
Let me bring this out. Bear with me. Yeah, so bear with me. This is Matthew 22. I'll start at verse 1. And Yahushua answered and spake unto them again by parables, and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again he sent forth to other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner. Bear with me. It says, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. But they made light of it, and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. And the remnant took his servants, and entreated them spitefully, and slew them. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and sent forth his armies, and destroyed those murderers, and burned up their city. Then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. And go therefore into the highways. Go therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways, and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And when he said unto them, friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. And then said the king to his servants, bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. And there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And the main point is here, it says, for many are called, but few are chosen. Right? So, that's basically what we're doing now. We're going to highways and byways. We're compelling our people to basically get out of this slumber, this sleep. Right? Basically to wake up. Right? To tell these people that they're Israelites. Right? And, many hear about it, but few are actually going to want to actually take heed to what we're saying.
Yeah, just like, these people, they believe in Pan-Africanism. They believe that they're, I don't know what the fuck, Kushites, the Rasta men. These people believe that they're everything
Egyptians.
except, the children of Israel. They can't.
They believe in Anunnaki.
They can't wrap their head around that. They're like, the first thing you tell them is like, you're an Israelite. They're like, I'm not from Israel. What are you talking about? You know, they can't even understand that first concept. You know, it just shows to show you, man, the blindness that our people are under, the delusion.
But then they don't want to. But then going back, like they don't want to. They'll know, some of them will know, but then they don't want to drop these wicked things. They don't want to stop eating abominable foods. They want to continue to just fucking sell drugs and do all this fucking,
Bullshit.
bullshit. They want to continue committing adultery, still be a part of a gang, right? Still fucking snort lines of cocaine.
So wear those long fucking faggot ass dreads.
Dreadlocks, right?
Faggot ass dreadlocks.
So this is how you know the path is narrow, man, because you might hear about it, but there's gonna be a few, a narrow select few people will actually will actually stay on that path, the narrow path. You know what I'm saying? And that's what goes to the scriptures. It talks about the seeds and the thorns, right? How basically there's certain thorns that basically choke out certain seeds, meaning what?
Yeah.
Basically basically the thorn, the seeds come up, right? And they basically they can't sprout because of these thorn bushes. That's going on. What? That's basically these people they get caught up with all the different affairs of this life.
Woman. That's one of the main things, you know, getting caught up with the woman, just getting completely distracted from the mission. You know, a lot of men have fallen out because of that. A lot of men have fallen out because of, you know, wanting to pursue certain accolades and passions. You know, you can have passions, you can have a woman, but they shouldn't be the main thing that's consuming you over this. But a lot of individuals, man, have gotten choked out because of that. Or through like certain family members that are trying to pressure them to go back to that vomit in the Christian and Catholic church. You know, the list goes on, man. But this is a very, you know, like the brother was saying, a very narrow path, man. You gotta run that narrow path, man.
Yeah.
Because you constantly have, you know, Satan around you, and he's trying to, you know, distract you and throw you off in every which way possible.
That's why some brothers are not. It's not expedient for everybody, but sometimes you might have to go you have to go a long time without any women, or you might have to go a long time without whatever. You might be like video games or like something, you know, that basically, you know, that it becomes a complete distraction for you, where you're not even doing videos anymore. You're not even doing lessons.
Yeah,
That's
a problem.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or your woman starts telling you, you gotta stop listening to those guys.
Your mother, you gotta stop watching those guys. Yeah. We dealt with that shit before.
I got something also. 1 second. Just gonna have to bear with me because I'm gonna have to adjust this real quick. Alright. Let's see if I have it right here. Is there, you got that metal knot here, can you bring that out actually? Metal knot in many matters. Right? Because we're not, yeah, go ahead actually, you got it.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 11 and 10. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing.
Yeah, so you can't be occupied with all these different things, but especially these different doctrines, man. Because these false doctrines is likened to, you know, yeast, right? Where basically, if you have a little leaven into a whole lump, and basically your little false doctrine basically means that your whole doctrine is off, right? So you have these different groups saying the mark of the beast is not the RFID microchip, or that it's something else, right? Which we know the mark of the beast is going to be that embeddable, you know, a stamp, right? That microchip that's going to be inserted into the body, right? That, or going back to the word charagma, right? But they say it's something else. They say it's sleeping with a white woman, or they say you can go have sex on the Sabbath, or they say you can, be a sodomite or whatever you call it, right? That's completely off. So you can't be mixing your doctrine with all these other doctrines, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude, that's another thing, bro. There's a lot of people, they like to watch 20 different groups.
Yeah, I know a guy, man. This brother's sincere, man, but he watched a little bit of Great Millstone, a little bit of Jacob's Lanterns, which is these guys that go out in fringes and wear all green.
Yeah, you have, what's that guy?
And you got
IGUJC.
IGUJC. There's like so many random camps, man. You don't even know what these people are talking about, man.
GOCC.
That's bugged out, man.
ISCPK, which all of these people are under a 501c3, tax charter, whatever you call it, where they basically have the strict curriculums on what they teach. They can't even break certain things now because, well, they're the government's telling them to basically keep their mouth shut. You know what I'm saying?
Shut your mouth and talk about just this. I mean, you even saw Nathaniel, man, with that underbelly, white underbelly. Bishop Nathaniel with the white underbelly. Like, these people have this already pre-planned. Like, you're going to go in here and talk about this and this and this.
And that goes with what that one precept you like to bring out, Judith 9:11, how it speaks about what the multitude.
Yeah, he's not dealing with men. And we can bring that out. He's not dealing with, let's just bring it out first.
Because you're going on a podcast trying to talk about, you're trying to break things down for these heathens. On Soft White Underbelly podcast, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I didn't even know about him.
And then you're trying to call yourself, black, right? Which we're not so-called, we're not just black Hebrew Israelites. It's more than just a color.
This is Judith 9:11. For thy power standeth not in the multitude, nor thy might in strong men. For thou art a God of the afflicted, an helper of the oppressed, an upholder of the weak, a protector of the forlorn, and a savior of them that are without hope. So we're prisoners of hope here, man. We understand that this is not our rest. This place is polluted. We're not sitting here trying to jump on podcasts, trying to do these land grabs, having to get the community together and be unified.
You have to bring back the black community.
Yeah, bring back everybody unified. That's not going to happen, man. You people fail to realize, man, that the election have obtained and the rest were blinded. It's either you are the elect or you're not. And if that's the case, you can't force anything down anybody's throat.
Are these people trying to pick up trash across the street,
they're still gonna
these, charity things, or going to Kenya and then you get tear gas thrown at you?
Yeah, man. The Lord's not ordained. The Lord didn't say go out and pick up the trash in the street. He said go out in the highways and hedges and compel my people to come in. Because no matter how much trash you pick off the street, guess what? They're going to put a dump truck of trash. Esau is going to make sure he puts a dump truck of trash right after.
There's no making community great again.
Or be the change you want to see in the world. Bullshit.
There's no healing from Babylon. The scriptures say that. The only way anything's going to change is through those thermonuclear missiles. If the Lord's not dealing with you, and the rest of these people, that's their judgment. Those thermonuclear missiles, right? And that's going back to the topic. Many people are gonna have to experience that, right? Those thermonuclear missiles, man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what we know, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is a very narrow path. It's not for everybody, right? But that's all you have. Okay, so with that, we're gonna give all glory and honor to
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim HaKadosh.
Double honors to the apostles and the others like Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all that therapy in the sheep of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Shalom.